NDI recommends using relative tracking. One of the reasons for that is it can isolate movement of the camera from movement of the scene. For example, let's say in your procedure you have everything set up and you are tracking a handheld tool relative to a rigid body that is fixed to the patient. Once you have everything set up, you realize that the position of the camera, the position sensor, is not ideal for the workflow, and you would like to move it. If you were using absolute tracking and you moved the camera, then the position of both the reference and the patient and the tool would all move as you move the camera. By using relative tracking, now when you move the camera, the pose, the position and orientation of the tracked tool does not change relative to the patient.
Generally, we don't recommend to use absolute tracking. A better way on most applications do that is what we consider reference tracking. So there's two tools involved. In this case, it doesn't have to be two passive tools. It could actually be an active and a passive tool. And so one would define the local coordinate system, which is the reference, and that's typically attached to the patient. So it also essentially gives a direct coordinate system that is related to the patient. And then the other tool, it will be transformed, its position will be transformed into the reference coordinate system. Now in this case, if the camera moves, it doesn't change the relative position between the two tools. So that's what's considered relative tracking or reference coordinate tracking.